Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. This is day 33 working on Project Betty, the 76 Monarch. I got the white on and it did not run or sag. So today it would be a clear day, but I'm hesitant because of the problems I've been having. All I have is a slow activator for the clear, and it's just too cold to do it. So what I did, let's see, the metal temperature right there is 66 degrees. Same, that's 66. I'm going to try the front. 65. Yep, about 10 degrees colder down low. So what I did, I went to Painter Supply and I bought an accelerator. Accelerator is supposed to take a slow activator or reducer and turn it into a fast one. You don't use much. Use like a half ounce of this into a ready to spray quart of clear or paint. This bottle, was it 16 ounces? Yep. $136 plus tax. But I was able to get it today. SPI makes a polar accelerator, but I wouldn't be able to get it for a couple days because they'd have to ship it here. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to put some in my regular mix of clear, and I'm going to spray the side of the car and see what happens. It's either going to work or it's going to run and drip and sag and I'll have to redo it again. I don't know, but I don't want to do the whole car until I find out how it's going to react. Now I could like do the door because that's got less shape to it, easier to sand off if things go wrong. But I'm going to put a little faith in the product and I'm going to do the whole side of the car. So let's find out what happens. The white paint was sprayed on 2 days ago. I'm going to take 800 grit paper and water with a little bit of dish soap in it and wet sand this. And when I sprayed the white, I took water and dumped it on the floor, and I think that held a lot of dust down. Since it's been a couple days and I haven't done any dry sanding to get dust everywhere in here, after I wet sand, I'm going to take this water and dump it on the floor, spread it around before I clear coat it. Now I really need to blow off the dust and crap from my ceiling fan, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do that. I'm going to live dangerously today because that normally would fall straight down on the roof and the hood and trunk of the car, not too much on the side. But before I do spray the hood, roof, and trunk, I will be doing something about that ceiling fan. Probably wouldn't hurt to turn the thing off either, you know. This is just going to be boring to watch. I'm going to time lapse you. Before I time lapse, lesson learned from the other side, as I was wet sanding that, all the water was running down the car, getting my feet all wet. So I put a plastic bag over them and that helped a lot. I'm going to do the same thing here. Big disadvantage to wet sanding like this is it's reducing the temperature of the metal. But it's lesser of two evils. The temperature here is 66, where I was just sanding it, 64. Back here, 64. 62. 57. What? Yeah, 57 down there. 60. I'm gonna have to turn heat up. I kind of hate doing that. It's cold outside. It's windy. Problem with windy days is my door. I do have weather strip on the outside. The wind kind of blows the door in away from the wall per se, and all the cold air rushes in here. So trying to heat the garage in winter is bad enough. You add in high winds and single-digit temperatures, and it's it's not fun. All right, I'm gonna shut up, get to work. Purpose of that sanding was to get the roughness off of it and take a lot of the shine away, get it more dull and uniform. And I got that probably 95% like that. It feels smooth. There's no grit in it right now. Going to clean that off a couple times, and then I really need to let the surface dry. I already hit it once with my air and my spray gun with just air to help dry it off. But I got to make sure that that's good and dry before I put the clear coat on. And it's going on 2 o'clock already. I got to get moving. Car's all cleaned. It's dry. It's ready. The next step is to mix up the clear. And I need to figure out a way to measure a ½ ounce of this. Actually, just shy of a ½ ounce to put in like 28 ounces of my clear mixture. The internet told me ½ ounce is equal to 15 milliliters. I have this 20 milliliter marked container from cough medicine. So I deduced that that's about 15 milliliters right there, or ½ ounce. I'm going to go in between 10 and 15, maybe, 12, 13, whatever, to put in this 28 ounce mix. The guy in the paint shop told me you don't need much of this at all. He said like a capful to a quart. Well, the SDS sheet says a ½ ounce to a quart. Less than a quart, less than ½ ounce. I'm going to go for it. Showtime. I have the clear mixed up. I have my 12 or 13 milliliters of the Accelerator. I just poured it in. I stir that up for a few seconds. Dump it in my gun. And really hope that this works. Okay. I'm seeing that stirred up perfectly. So now Dump this in my gun. And I'm hoping that this doesn't kick off and make stuff harden so quick that it wrecks my gun. That would be a very bad thing. Okay, it's all in there. I have to close up this Ziploc bag. Oh, I got that pretty full. Oh boy. We could be heading for a disaster already. I didn't even start the spray. I guess I normally don't put that full cup in my gun at once, but I did this time. Give it a couple blasts here. Looks good. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. This gun will spray upside down, so get the bottom part. I'm going to spray it just like I normally would and see what happens. I'm starting to think that I mixed up way too much clear coat. This gun still feels heavy. Okay. Gonna walk away. Come back in an hour and check it out. We're gonna go take a look at it. It's been 45 minutes. Look at all the icicles I got hanging off my roof. It's only on the heated part of the garage, of course. It's all my expensive heat going out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch. Those are like daggers hanging down there. You can impale me. All right, let's take a look. Some light on. And you're seeing it as I see it. In fact, you're even closer up than I am. I'm not seeing runs and sags, drips, anything like that. Not happy to see that I didn't get that door ding out of there very well. It's still there. Oh well. Too late now. So I still have clear mixed up. As long as it's not hardened in my gun, I'm going to spray another coat on. The two coats look good. Not ultra super shiny, but shiny enough. I don't know what I was thinking when I mixed all this up. You know, I was so focused on the half ounce to a cup or quart thing that I lost sight of what I was actually doing. I was only painting the side of the car. So I mixed up way too much. So this is just going to have to get wasted. I'm going to get the tripod out and we're going to see how much I actually used. All right, now when I started, I went by the 1 to 10 marks here. And I went 5 and 10. So I start out with 10, however many ounces that is. And I'm going to open up my bag of clear and a gun and dump what's left in there. So that all right there is wasted. That's a lot of money going down the drain. But I don't have anything to put it on. I don't want to risk putting it on the car and making it run. So it looks like, I'm going to say it's 9 ounces, or about 3 3/4 on the 1 to 10 scale. Can you see that? Okay. So I mixed up a third too much. Live and learn. So I'm going to clean the gun. I'm going to call it the end of day 33, working on Project Betty. I thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Stay tuned for day 34 when I have more. Bye.